2, 1, action. I said action.
What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the what episode is this?
11th episode.
There it is, the 11th episode of the NRW Weekly Respawn, the show where we try to recap some of the biggest gaming news of the past week. As always, I'm your host, Mark Admana, joined today
by Adrian Roa.
Hey, and of course,
you can find me at the red carpet of your girl's bedroom, Derek Amana.
Hey, Admana.
Took a segment to get there.
You did,
but we
a
made
little
it.
bit.
We made it finally.
We made it.
So we took a week off. I've been sick. He was at KatsuCon.
And dying being sick.
Derek was at the red carpet of your girl's place, as you said earlier. So we did miss a little bit of news, so we'll get right into the Respawn report for February the 10th through the 16th. On the 13th of February, DICE held their 22nd annual DICE Awards. Basically, all you need to know is God of War came up big, taking home 23 of those awards.
Well deserved.
Well deserved indeed. Yep, my game of 2018. So yeah, absolutely. On that same day, Nintendo held their first Direct of 2019. Dropped a lot of major stuff that they got planned for the year to come. Some of the stuff we're really interested in. Tetris 99, the first ever Tetris Battle Royale. If you ever played co-op Tetris, or not co-op, but PvP Tetris, I guess, you'll know that while whoever you're going against is Tetrising, you're getting lines added. So this is basically the same thing, but you got 99 other people to go up against. Another game that I found really interesting, Daemon Ex Machina.
Yes.
Kind of Gundam Evangelion mech style game. They did put up a prototype missions demo on the eShop that's free right now, so go ahead and check that out. Other notable announcements would be Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening is having a Switch remake. There's a lot of stuff in there, so if you're interested, go ahead and go look up the Direct and find out some more stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Keeping it with Nintendo, but moving on to this past week, February 17th through the 23rd, Reggie, do you know how to say his last name?
Fils-Aime?
Something like that. Reggie from Nintendo. Y'all know Reggie.
Yeah.
He announced that he will be retiring as president of the company. And he's actually handing it over to Bowser. Yep. This is really his name, people. Doug Bowser, who's the current head of sales and marketing, is taking over for Reggie. Reggie stated in a video that he is looking forward to departing in both good health and good humor. This is not game over for me, but instead leveling up to more time with my wife, family, and friends. So Reggie's been there for quite a while now. He oversaw console launches, like successful ones like the Wii and the 3DS, up until this recent release of the Switch, which was 2 years ago at this point, I want to say. Of course, he did have some notable disappointments like the Wii U, but that's all right. So far, his KD ratio is on the positives.
Yeah, 100%.
He also released a video on Twitter thanking his fans. Also showcased some of his highlights and biggest memories with his during his time with Nintendo. If you are familiar with Reggie, you'll know he's extremely memeable. So that video is basically a compilation of all of his memes. Yeah. Moving forward, we have Xbox Game Pass coming to Nintendo Switch. So we talked about this like 2 weeks ago. We weren't really sure. We thought it might just be like achievements and stuff. But it does look like Microsoft is actually going to bring their games to the Nintendo console. Right now we don't have too much information, but we do know they will be utilizing Microsoft's xCloud technology, which is their streaming technology. Some games that sources have been saying are a shoo-in basically to come to the Switch are Ori and the Blind Forest and Super Lucky's Tale. I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot more added to that list if this actually does come true.
I'm thinking, especially since they're going to be bringing Game Pass to the Switch, probably the majority of the games on Game Pass that are out right now,
exactly,
will hopefully get ported over to the Switch
Exactly.
soon enough. This is kind of just the trial phase. See what happens, and maybe we can see Halo being on the Switch.
The Master Chief Collection. On
Yeah,
there.
that could be crazy.
Another game that recently came out to the to Game Pass, Crackdown 3. I don't know if you've had a chance to play it yet, but it feels like a PS2 game, if I'm being real, which was kind of my same complaint with Kingdom Hearts 3, but whatever. These are two games that took a long time to get rolled out, so it makes sense that they do feel a little bit dated, but a game that plays like that on the Switch just makes a lot more sense to me, to be honest. So
and it's more for that audience, I think.
Exactly,
so too.
exactly. I agree. Moving on to more streaming news, Google, who has been trying to get their foot in, have announced that Project Yeti will be unveiled at the Games Developer Conference 2019 on March 19th, 2019 at 10 a.m. Pacific. Google, as some of you may know, we have talked about it on the show, they rolled out their Google Project Stream, which they partnered with Ubisoft in, and they let people basically play Assassin's Creed Odyssey for free on any device that has the Chrome web browser.
Mm-hmm. And it ran super smooth.
If your internet was good enough.
Yes, that was the
That is
only
a
caveat.
problem with streaming, but you know, with all these service providers offering their gigabit and high-speed internet quality, it could definitely be the way of the future streaming. Do you think this is just going to be like an app you download onto your TV, or do you think they're going to have like a box or something?
I think, knowing Google, they're probably going to create a physical box or kind of a streaming platform similar to how Apple TV has their own kind of box that they use.
They do have the Chromecast, so it could be.
Do you think that they would just be an
I
app
could
that added
definitely
onto that?
see like a Chromecast Play.
I see
Something
what
like
you're
that.
saying. Yeah, maybe an enhanced version
Exactly.
of Google Chromecast
Exactly.
that includes Project Yeti.
Exactly. Yeah, it's just something little USB dongle that you plug in, not an actual like Xbox or PS4 dedicated console. But still, exciting stuff coming from Google and Microsoft with their streaming stuff. Going on to a mobile game, PUBG Mobile and Resident Evil 2 are set to have a crossover event. It'll be a 60-player, 30-minute battle royale divided into 3 days and 2 nights within that 30 minutes. Players, as usual, face off against each other, but they will have the added addition of NPCs, and these NPCs are Resident Evil inspired. You'll have Lickers, Undead Police, even some bosses, including William Birkin, aka G1, and of course everybody's favorite
X gon' give it to you.
the Tyrant, Mr. X. So if you guys are playing PUBG Mobile, why not check it out? I do wish this would come to console and PC, but I guess they need a reason for people to keep playing it mobily.
Yeah, definitely. Going along with that, we had some, I guess, rumors that came out through Twitter. So we had some hints at maybe a Space Jam 2 game coming out. Iron Galaxy CPO Dave Lang, Iron Galaxy created Dive Kick, Racketeer, worked on Killer Instinct a little bit, and actually Extinction. Dave Lang, who worked on the original Space Jam game that came out in 1996, stated or tweeted that if we don't get to do this video game adaptation somewhere, someone full bleeped up.
Fucked up.
Yeah, pretty much. I think that he needs to get at least a redemption shot to making Space Jam 2, especially since movie games aren't going to be
Was
big
there a
anyway.
Space Jam game for the first one?
Yeah, there was.
Okay.
So he worked on the first one. He worked
gotcha.
on the actual first one that was released for the PlayStation and stuff.
Okay, makes sense.
Another Twitter rumor that's going around is the release of a new Pokemon main game. So,
Yes.
not Let's Go Eevee or Let's Go Pikachu,
Yes.
nothing like that. An actual console version of a main series Pokemon game. And this rumor kind of came up with Pokemon Day coming up next week. They've been releasing tweets every day of the 7 regions that players have encountered throughout their Pokemon careers. On the 8th day, which will actually be Pokemon Day itself, that's when we are assuming we're going to get the release of the 8th region that we'll get to play in this new Pokemon main game coming out.
You think they're gonna save like gameplay for that for E3, or you think they're about to just drop?
I think they'll save gameplay for E3, but they're going to at least give us some kind of teaser
Gotcha.
on Pokemon Day, yes. And we also just got a little bit more of a confirmation or clarity to when Persona 5's Joker is coming out for Super Smash Bros. We have it now being in the month of April rather than just being at the end of April.
Right.
And something similar to how Piranha Plant was released in January, at the end of January rather than in February. Me personally, I'm hoping we get Joker a little bit earlier. Yeah, exactly. So moving away from to more rumors, but on the Xbox front, we got the specs released for the Xbox Anaconda and Lockhart, which are going to be the new systems.
Don't want that.
Exactly. We're basically going to be getting 2 different versions. One is the lower spec version, which is going to actually be the Lockhart, and then the Anaconda is kind of going to be that plus version of the Xbox console.
Right.
Both are going to be revealed at E3 2019, and Halo Infinite is actually going to be the launch titles for those consoles.
So Lockhart is going to be their kind of dedicated streaming box, right?
That's
And
what I would assume.
right.
Yeah, because they have a
This is
12
what
gigabyte.
Scarlet branched into, right?
Exactly.
Gotcha.
So, real exciting stuff for Xbox coming out with both the specs and a new Halo coming out and information coming out for that.
Oh yeah.
So everyone get excited. Xbox is coming this year hard as hell. Like, they're going to be releasing a lot of good stuff. And just a little bit more on the fighting game side, because that's my kind of like niche. We got the Jump Force DLC characters.
Yeah.
These aren't confirmed, but through the data miners Mizumi and Sergio M3, we have found out that Seto Kaiba from Pegasus
Kaiba Boy.
Homies Kaiba Boy, aka Yu-Gi-Oh, is going to be included as part of the DLC characters. We're also going to get a biscuit
Yes.
from Hunter x Hunter. Toshiro Hitsuga from Mr. Clean's Bleach is going to come out. He's one of my favorite characters. His ice powers is going to be utilized perfectly. And to keep going with Bleach, actually, we're also going to get Grimmjow, the angry hollow or Aaron card from the series itself. We're also going to get the guy who smiles a lot from that show that everyone talks about. I think it's like some kind of hero academy. Oh, Umbrella Academy.
Here.
Yeah. And we're also going to get
Oh yeah.
Katsuki Bakugo from My Anti-Hero
There you go.
Academia. Right. I can't even say that word right.
There you go. Good enough.
And then we also found out Majin Buu. Not sure if it's going to be fat, kid, muscly, short, tall, lean, brown. Who knows? We don't know what version of Majin Buu we're going to get.
Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Yes,
from
but we're going to be
Ghostbusters.
getting Majin Buu in Jump Force as well. Madara Uchiha from that ninja show where people are running around a lot and they have sandals on their feet. He's going to be included in the game as well. And one of my favorite characters from Pirates of the Caribbean, Trafalgar D. Law, is going to be included as well. He's going to be an amazing addition to the series cast just because of his swordsman skills. I'm excited to see how Orlando Bloom plays in this game. Some characters that were actually scrapped from the data mines that they found was Saint Seiya's Hyoga and Shun, and going back to our favorite Mr. Clean's Bleach, Kenpachi Zaraki and Byakuya Kuchiki is not going to be included in the game, unfortunately, but they were going to be originally. So I would like to kind of get Kenpachi Zaraki into the DLC characters, but we'll see what happens with that.
I mean, they're still rolling out characters for Dragon Ball Fighters.
Yeah, so maybe
So-
season 2 or something.
I'm just hoping they get some of my boys from Fairy Tail, even though it's not Shonen Jump, but
Yeah, get some
yeah,
Laxus,
exactly.
Natsu,
Oh yeah,
Gray.
Oh, yeah.
Those would be amazing to have.
Moving to our final story on the Respawn report this week, we have Fallout 76. They put out a roadmap for 2019. If you care about it, go and check it out, because we're not going to talk about it, because we don't really care about it.
Yeah, they're banning people for having too much ammo and for playing the game for over 900 hours and just playing the game right. Come on, why are you doing that to your community and you barely have that community?
Yeah,
Why are you banning people? But there are people who love Fallout 76, and if you enjoy it, more content's coming out for you guys.
Yep. But if you are playing Fallout 76, just play Anthem. It will be disappointing, but it's more fun.
Yes.
Moving on to releases coming out this week. On February 26th, we have Nier Automata, Game of the Yorha.
Yeah.
Sure. Game of the Yorha
Yeah.
Edition coming to PC and PS4. Dead or Alive 6 coming to PC, PS4, and Xbox One on March 1st. Yep.
One of my favorite games.
The Return of Toe Jam and Earl Back in the Groove comes to PC, PS4, Xbox One, and Switch on March 1 as well. And this coming weekend, The Division 2 goes into open beta. We definitely played the private beta.
Yeah.
I've been talking about The Division since the show started. You know I'm going to be checking this out.
Yeah.
Hopefully they add a little bit more stuff than they had in the initial beta, but if not, that's cool too. Anyway, I think that wraps up our show for this week. You got anything?
Yeah, if you guys are interested to play the Division 2 open beta with either me, Mark, or Derek,
Yes.
we'll be playing this weekend.
We probably will have codes again.
Yeah, we'll have codes, but it's open beta, so it'll be kind of like anyone can join.
True. True.
But if you guys are interested and want to kind of just hang out or play with us and see our perspective on the actual gameplay and the intricacies of the game itself while
What are
we're
you
actually
playing
running
on?
through.
You playing on PS4? You check it out on PC?
I think I'm going to actually stay on PC on this one.
Okay.
So if you guys are on PC,
We'll drop our Ubisoft accounts in the comments, so y'all can go ahead and
just
add
add us.
those and tell us you want to squad up, and we can run through DC.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Once again, I've been your host, Mark Admana, joined today by my co-host,
Adriel.
and of course, as always, behind the camera, Derek Admana. This has been the NRW Weekly Respawn, the show where we try to run you guys through all the gaming news of the past week. If you enjoyed the show today, leave us a like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Smash that, what you gotta smash, you know. And don't
Ring
forget,
that bell.
Ring the bell, yep. This is the one time we're gonna tell you to ring the bell.
Yeah.
Maybe again next week, but this is the one time. Don't forget, for all your trailer reacts, comic book picks, and new releases, and everything at NEW, keep it locked in right here to NRW. Thanks, guys.